Hey everyone, welcome to Life in the Valley. Today's episode, we're going to be going over my bathtub here and how I converted that 18 to a 25. Hope you guys all enjoy. So this boat is 9.5 feet long, 3.5 feet wide. Probably about 15 inches deep. It's not a very deep tub. It has a Kalskid hull, I believe it's called. This was a old world champ boat from Namno, out in British Columbia there. We're over in Ontario, so it's traveled a bit over its years. This was probably back in the 80s or so when this boat would have been ran. But my grandfather got it for me back when I was a little kid to get me used to the V-bottom boats to step me up to the bigger guys. But definitely is a fun little thing. So originally this engine was all in the handle, which means like you shift, you throttle, everything is up here in the handle. I really don't like that style of motor, especially for this type of stuff, because yeah, it's a pain. You can't get them revved up or anything like that. So I went ahead and converted it to your normal shift handle type of deal. Get this cover off here and I'll show you guys. So down in here, this usually has teeth on it and meshes with this other gear. So when you give it the gas, you can see how that moves. It would normally move this to put it into gear. So you have to grind off those. Go ahead, get yourself the original shift linkage, and then make yourself your shifter up in here like so. I had to take the steel shift thing off the 25 instead of this 18, and I went ahead and made myself this little 3/4 inch wrench shifter. But what you got to do on top of that is make a little ball for that to pop onto, because last time I was out I found it wouldn't stay in gear. It kept popping out. So now that holds it in gear like it originally would back from the factory type of deal. So that should work a whole lot better for me, I'm hoping. So come down here. Another little thing I did was, usually there's a lip here. Ground that lip off, ground the case a bit, flip the water pickups. You guys can see my prop hub is probably about an inch above the water. So the bottom of the boat runs about here. You guys can kind of, it's hard to tell because the boat's on a pretty good angle right now, but yeah. So I ground that out, so hopefully that'll pick up more water and I don't have to worry about starving it. And I got this Quicksilver prop on here, nice old one. Drilled the exhaust. One thing to convert it to the 25 is you got to change your midsection, or the tune tube inside the midsection, or pipe, or whatever you want to call it. Basically it is a whole lot bigger by, I'd say, almost an inch, so that allows your flow out a whole lot more. And then I went ahead, you can see I drilled everything out there. But come ahead up here, also the carburetors on them too, so you got to change your reed valve cover, and then your carburetor too is also a 1/4 inch or 1/2 inch bigger, I forget, but it's quite a bit difference in size. These blocks are the same from 84 or 86, I forget now, all the way up to 2005. Mercury used the same block, 20 cubic inch. They just updated them and changed all the other stuff around on them. But yeah, went ahead, I got myself a kill switch installed there now, so make myself feel a little bit safer, that's for sure. Last time I was running I didn't really have anything. So once you get that tune tube switched over, exhaust, that carburetor, and everything all set up, you've converted this 18 into a 25. You can also do it with the 15s and the 20s. Like I said before, all the way from 84 to 86 to 2005, you can do this sort of stuff on. My recommendation, buy yourself an old parts motor, and then you have both motors to look at and then play with. Buying the parts offline individually can get pretty pricey, that's for sure, but I just went ahead and found myself a cheap parts motor, and that's how I did that. Well, last time too, I was running basically flat on the transom. So I got a 2-inch block in there. I went ahead, I got a bunch of stainless hardware and put a few extra bolts in that transom. Make it a little bit more secure, make me feel a little bit better and not gonna lose my motor. So inside the tub here, you can get that 1/4-inch foam for inside the boats and stuff like that. I want to get some stuff in the next couple weeks. It's black with the red checkers type of deal, or red diamonds in it, and I'm gonna lay it out on the inside of the tub. Should make things a little bit easier on the knees and save the inside of the tub a bit from the gas tank and all that good stuff. A little safety kit, my bailing can back there. But I went ahead, made myself a cherry paddle, and then in memory of my uncle, he used to race F1, so yeah, he'll always be riding with me there. Cherry was his favorite type of wood, so went ahead, did it out of that, and it's good strong wood for paddles and all that good stuff. So nice little mini paddle, fits in there good, and then when you flip it over, there you go. But worked on that yesterday. Should work pretty good for this. Saves me cutting down a big paddle. For my trailer here, it's just a little homemade like bicycle trailer thing. I got to redo the carpet and stuff on it. It's been quite a few years since I've done that. And then I have it hooked up to my 129D. So I went ahead, put a 2-cylinder Yanmar diesel in this. Usually they have 12 horsepower Kohlers, but I go ahead, I throw a drop axle in this, and I can drag the backhoe around, and the pull sled's like 5.5 ton, I believe. But it does pretty good, that's for sure. And then it's a pretty good launch rig on top of that once you put the normal axle back in. Works good for pulling stuff around. So this is what we've been using to record me ripping out of. 14-foot sports bow wide stern. News 32 pounds, motor's 38 pounds. It's 3.5 Mercury. Me and Alyssa and Hank, we can cruise along at 20+ kilometers an hour in it up on plane. Not bad for a canoe, that's for sure. Have the fish finder and all that good stuff in there, rod holders, seats. But not a bad little rig. Usually on these boats they run 9.9s down to, I believe, 7.5s or 8 horsepowers on them. And so this is quite a big motor compared to what they usually run. The modified ones are usually around 15 horse. They use 9.9 blocks and modify them to be 15s. So 25 horsepower is quite a bit for this. Now that them set up and going, I hope to get quite more speed out of it. I'm gonna go out Thursday this week. Don't know, probably update this video maybe tomorrow or the next day. So probably 3 or 4 days after this video comes out, I'll have another video of me set up going in this, and hopefully we'll have a few more boats out there to record me. Well, I think that's pretty well it for now. That's all the updates on the tub and how I converted that motor from an 18 to a 25. Well, I hope you guys all enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, and until next time, have yourselves a good one.